This one truth will change how you see your life forever, because one choice creates your entire path. If you're looking for motivation, wisdom, and life lessons, take the path of purpose.
What are my core values? What are my core values? It's one of the most important questions you will ever ask yourself, because your values are your compass. They are the foundation beneath your feet when life gets uncertain. They are the principles that guide your decisions, shape your character, and define your legacy. Without values, we drift. With values, we stand. But what does it mean to truly know your core values? It means knowing who you are when no one's watching. It means knowing what matters to you more than comfort, more than popularity, more than success. Your values are not just beliefs, they are commitments. They are the promises you make to yourself about how you will live, love, lead, and grow. Throughout history, individuals and nations have risen and fallen based on their values, sir, the lack of them. In ancient Greece, philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle taught that a good life was one lived in accordance with virtue. They believed that values like courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom were not abstract ideas, but the keys to human flourishing. In the East, Confucius spoke of 5 constant virtues: benevolence, righteousness, propriety, wisdom, and faithfulness. In Buddhism, the Eightfold Path outlines values like right action, right speech, and right intention. These were not just spiritual ideals. They were practical guides for living with integrity. Even religious traditions across the globe share similar themes: compassion, honesty, humility, forgiveness, service. These values transcend time and culture. Why? Because they speak to the deepest parts of who we are. But values are not inherited, they are chosen. Just because you were raised with certain beliefs doesn't mean they define you. And just because the world promotes certain values like fame, wealth, power, doesn't mean you have to follow them. You must decide. So, how do you discover your core values? Start by asking the hard questions. What do I stand for? Even if I stand alone, what would I fight for? What would I walk away from? What makes me feel proud, fulfilled, alive? What makes me feel ashamed, angry, or disrespected? Your emotions are clues. Your experiences are teachers. Your heroes are mirrors. Think of the people you admire most, past or present. Maybe it's Nelson Mandela, who embodied forgiveness and justice. Maybe it's Malala Yousafzai, who showed courage and advocacy. Maybe it's your grandmother, who lived with quiet integrity and kindness. What did they stand for? What values did they live by? Now think of the moments in your life when you felt proudest. Maybe it was when you told the truth, even when it cost you. Maybe it was when you helped someone who couldn't repay you. Maybe it was when you stood up for someone who was being mistreated. Those moments matter. They reveal what matters to you. Your values are already inside you. The task is not to create them, but to uncover them. Let's explore some core values that have shaped human greatness across time. Integrity. The courage to be honest, even when it's hard. To live in alignment with your words, your actions, and your conscience. Compassion. The ability to see and respond to the suffering of others. To act with empathy, kindness, and care. Courage. The strength to face fear, risk, or uncertainty in pursuit of what is right. Respect. The recognition of the inherent dignity of every person, including yourself. Responsibility. The willingness to own your actions, choices, and their impact on others, growth, a commitment to learning, evolving, and becoming better no matter where you start, justice, the pursuit of fairness, equity, and the protection of the vulnerable, service, the decision to use your time, talents, and energy to uplift others. These are just a few. Your list may be different. That's okay. What matters is that your values are true to you. But be careful, there's a difference between aspirational values and actual values. Aspirational values are what we say we care about. Actual values are revealed by what we consistently do. If you say you value health but never care for your body, there's a disconnect. If you say you value family but never make time for them, something's off. So look at your actions. Look at your calendar. Look at your choices. They will tell you what you truly value. And remember, values are not just for good times. They are tested in the hard times. It's easy to be honest when there's no cost. Easy to be kind when others are kind to you. Easy to be brave when you're not afraid, but your core values show up strongest when they are tested most. Think of history's defining moments. When Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, she chose dignity over compliance. When Oskar Schindler risked his life to save Jews during the Holocaust, he chose courage over comfort. When frontline workers ran toward danger during a pandemic, they chose duty over fear. These were not easy choices. They were value-based decisions, and they changed the world. You may not face those exact choices, but you will face moments where your values will be challenged. A job offer that pays well, but compromises your integrity. A friendship that demands loyalty but ignores justice. A moment where speaking the truth could cost you, but silence could cost you even more. In those moments, your values are your anchor. They help you decide not just what you want, but who you want to be. And here's the most powerful part. When you live by your values, you build trust with yourself and others. People know where you stand. You know where you stand. You don't have to second guess every decision. You have a foundation. Even when you fail, and you will, you can return to your values. Even when you fall, you can rise through your values. Even when you're lost, your values are a map back to yourself. But values are not static. As you grow, they may evolve. That's okay. What mattered most to you at 18 may look different at 30 or 50. Keep asking, keep refining, keep choosing, because a life guided by core values is not always the easiest, but it is always the most meaningful. When you know your values, you lead with clarity, you love with intention, you live with purpose, you stop chasing everything and start building something. And in a world that's constantly trying to shape you, your values keep you rooted. In a culture obsessed with image, they keep you real. In times of change, they keep you steady. So ask yourself again, what are my core values? Not what the world says, not what others expect, but what you know, deep down, to be true. Write them down. Define them, live them, let them guide your work, let them shape your relationships, let them influence how you lead, how you serve, how you grow. Because in the end, your values will outlast your titles. They will echo longer than your achievements. They will be the reason people trust you, remember you, and believe in you. So choose them, honor them, live them. And let your values not just define you, but inspire everyone who crosses your path.